already. Well, y'all ain't gotta believe none of this. This is what they don't teach y'all no more. I just came to tell you the truth. Don't get mad at me. I'm mad at the wrong person. Now, second heaven is a place of great darkness, and it's holding prisoner angels who are waiting judgment. Now, see, that should give you something to think about. There are angels who are in prison in second heaven that's going to be judged. So don't think that you're the only one getting judged. There are angels that's getting judged too. Everybody and everything gets judged. And we talked about what happens at the judgment when we did One Comes. If you have not watched When One Comes, then you need to go and read that go and see that, because we talk about what it says in the ancient books that when you go to judgment. See, they always tell you that, yeah, everybody wait for judgment day. But they never told you what happens at the judgment. They think you just going to step up and they're going to ask you, were you a good person? And if yes, you can go through. Don't you believe none of that? You need to go and you need to go watch. And One Comes. Because that's what they say when you step up. And we see the true vision of your soul. You remember, what you do here on earth is going to shape what your soul looks like when you step up there on the judgment plate. And they lower the mirror down so you can see what you become.
Look.
Well, there's some angels that'll also have to face the judgment. We don't even know why, but that's where they at. They in there. In third heaven has both a heavenly paradise and a tree of life. Y'all heard of the tree of life? And it's rooted, and this tortuous place of cruel darkness is surfaced by murky fire. So it's in a place that's protected. It's in third heaven, but it's still surrounded by fire. Fourth, and then, let me stop right there. You know how bad did it have to be that he had to take the tree of life and put it back in the house? He couldn't even leave it on the earth. Because he knew, like y'all doing right now, y'all turn right around and go back and do the exact same thing that you was doing before. And if the tree was still here, we'd probably be fighting over it right now. Somebody be stole it, had the dirt and all, riding around with it, won't give it back. And the fourth heaven contains the dynamics of the sun passing through the set of the sun, the 12 gates, have influence of the earth and the moon. If you study the luminaries, in the first book of with Yahweh's name restored, it talks, there's a whole section on the luminaries. And if you understand the luminaries, you understand the 12 gates, and that the sun and the moon proceed from those gates every day and then into one of the corresponding gates. And because of that, those are the luminaries. That's what's happening on the fourth heaven. In the fifth heaven, that's fastened the prince of rebellion and the Grigon, who remained silent until the arrival of Enoch. Now, you have to understand what that means. That is a holding place for the Prince of Rebellion. Even the Prince of Rebellion, who the hell is the Prince of Rebellion? Who is all these characters? Nobody told me about none of these people. Of course, you're not supposed to know. In the sixth heaven is a residence of the archangels, the phoenixes, the cherubim, and the six winged ones who observe the going-ons on earth. So these are on the sixth heavens where all the workers are. Okay, you got the archangels, the four archangels, the phoenixes who rise from the flames. You got the cherubim who are the guardians, and then you got the watchers, the six winged ones. That's where they are. They are sixth heaven. Now in seventh heaven, they've got somebody called the many-eyed ones and the regiments of angelic orders. And they're singing to the Lord in a gentle voice. There's constant praise. Listen, y'all understand something. We understand why there is a need within human beings to want to be accepted, to want to be loved, to want for someone to lift them up. We want praise because we are fashioned after the Creator. And if he has an entire heaven dedicated to doing nothing but giving him nothing but praise all the time, non-stop, satisfying that need, what makes you think you don't have that same thing in you? The problem is you're trying to get it from people, fleshly beings, and that's not where it's supposed to come from. In the eighth heaven, it's called the Mazalov, is the changer of the seasons, the drought and the rain, and 12 constellations of the circle of the firmament. That's what's happening in the eighth heaven. In the ninth heaven, which is called the Kachavim, is where the heavenly homes of the 12 constellations of the circles of the firmament are. And in the 10th heaven, which is called the Aravoth, resides God, who is in Hebrew is called Aravat. That is the structure.
That's the structure
of the heavens.
I still
No
can't get
one has ever taught you
that
that
home.
before.
That ninth
So with
one.
that being said,
The ninth one is the home of the who?
Of you to know that when a message comes down all the way from 10th heaven, which is delivered down to the sixth heaven, because remember that's where all the workers are, and someone has to come down here to find out who is in charge of watching this particular individual. He has a mission. She has a mission. Where are all of these particular type of people? It is time for a mission to be given to them too. And we have our mission. And our mission is liberation. Problem is, and I didn't want to have to go there, but I will, is that there is someone amongst us who is actually exhibiting all of the qualities that were warned about in the ancient books. Now I'm in the book of morals and precepts. Again,